On November 16, 2023, the Board of Directors of the American Association of State Highway and Transportation Officials elected Craig Thompson, Secretary of the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, as its 2023-2024 president.
Well, I'm really excited to become AASHTO President. This is such a tremendous organization. My colleagues that I've gotten to know are some of the just most intelligent, dedicated people, and so to be able to receive that from them just really means a lot for me, and I look forward to leaning on all of them because I learn something from them every day.
With over 30 years of experience collaborating with Wisconsin businesses, communities, legislators, and governmental entities, Thompson embodies the qualities of a strong leader. Following his graduation from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Thompson embarked on a career at the Wisconsin Counties Association. In this capacity, he championed crucial policies at both state and federal levels, focusing on healthcare reform, juvenile justice initiatives, and transportation infrastructure. Progressing through escalating responsibilities, Thompson ascended to the executive-level role of legislative director for the association's statewide operations.
After 16 years there, I ended up being hired to become the executive director of a group that's called the Transportation Development Association of Wisconsin, which is a statewide group that advocates for smart transportation investment in all the modes of transportation. So got to have a much deeper understanding of what all our ports in Wisconsin do, what our mass transit systems do, the local transportation system versus the state transportation system, our airports, the way that all works together and the way an integrated transportation system really affects the competitiveness of the state.
In January 2019, Governor Tony Evers appointed Thompson as Secretary of the Wisconsin DOT. Wisconsin DOT, one of the largest state agencies in Wisconsin, oversees a comprehensive range of transportation modes.
We have now had 3 straight biennial budgets that we've had new ongoing revenue, and it's allowed us to move forward in a more planned way. That was in addition to the IIJA being passed at the federal level. We have a Transportation Projects Commission that reviews our big projects. We have projects that were on the shelf that were ready to go when we got the federal money come in, and we've gotten the majority of that money really out to our local units of government for them to begin addressing their tremendous backlog. So just very proud that we've been able to, on that level of the policy and the funding, move that forward.
As AASHTO President, Thompson plans to prioritize 3 major areas of emphasis: realizing the promise of the IIJA, bolstering safety, and reinvigorating the workforce.
But there's a lot of dollars that need to get out yet, and we really need to buckle down and work with our federal partners to make sure that we fully realize the promise of IIJA so that we can say we've gotten all those dollars out the door. The states are using them in every way to improve climate, to improve safety, to improve our competitiveness, and we still have a ways to go. So I think when we talk about realizing the promise of IIJA, that is continuing work with FHWA and our US DOT partners to make sure that some of these areas that have been held up, that we do whatever we can to communicate and work and get through those hurdles and get that money out the door and work for the American people.
Following an AASHTO-sponsored safety summit and echoing an emphasis area placed by AASHTO's former president, Roger Millar, Thompson underscored the critical necessity of maintaining momentum in addressing the safety issue.
I know every state DOT doesn't just say that safety is their top priority, it really is. And with that being said, we still had almost 43,000 people lose their lives on roads in the United States last year. So we all know we need to do better. And I think a lot of that is harnessing technology, not just in the area of connected vehicles, but it's also with predictive analytics, whether it's in our engineering or working with enforcement about staging or response with our first responder community. It is looking at our vulnerable road users and learning again from other states and what they're doing.
Finally, Thompson acknowledges the significance of the workforce, stating everything we do is about our people.
So workforce challenges are probably the number one concern, I think, of every employer across, whether it's private sector or public sector, and certainly for state DOTs, that's no different. So I think we need to look at this, first of all, creating a culture at our DOT that people want to be at, that we're an employer of choice, and I think that's all about doing some of the things that don't cost money. But there's a lot of things that we can do. Being involved in AASHTO is one, with continuing education and being involved in all those things that our employees ask for, to make sure that it's a place that they want to be at.
Touting Thompson's election, AASHTO Executive Director Jim Timon says, Thompson brings a wealth of knowledge that will benefit state DOTs across the nation and help AASHTO deliver safety, mobility, and access for everyone. This will be a busy year with Thompson at the helm. Still, he plans to focus on more than just his emphasis areas.
I guess the only other thing I would say about this year is just to deepen the relationships that I've had with so many incredible people, whether it's AASHTO staff or state CEOs across the country. These are some of the most impressive, accomplished people that I've ever met, and it's been an honor to get to know them. And I just look forward to deepening those relationships with them over the year.
Craig Thompson, Secretary of the Wisconsin Department of Transportation and AASHTO President 2023-2024.